Hello, thank you so much for joining me this week for our weekly oracle card reading. We have a full moon actually this week, so it's going to be a great week for us to kind of release anything that no longer serves us in order for us to begin a new chapter in our lives. And so with that in mind, we'll see what cards come up for us this week. And see what the divine wants us to know. So we're going to pull 3 cards to symbolize the beginning, the middle, and the end of the week. So there we have Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will represent our weekends. Okay, so let's check out what comes up for us on Monday. So the card that comes up is intuition. This is such a beautiful image on this card as well, actually. This is all about us listening to our inner guidance system, that kind of moral compass, or just that guidance compass that we have within us that gives us the ability to decipher what's right for us, what's not right for us. It helps us to navigate our lives in a way that really serves us. When we listen to that inner guidance system, when we listen to our intuition, we can really evolve in massive ways. We may feel really called to ring a certain person this week, perhaps we haven't spoken to for a while. We may be called to go to a certain place, or even read a certain book or watch a certain video. And it's all about us listening to that guidance system and not blocking it out. This is especially good if we feel like we've been a little bit pushed and pulled lately, if we feel like we've been under quite a lot of strain. We can just have some deep breaths and keep going back within and keep checking within ourselves and keep checking our intuition and following it, because our intuition is never wrong. Like we said, our intuition is the thing that guides us. So that is going to be something that we're all going to be asked to do at the beginning of the week. As we move into the middle of the week, which will be the full moon on the 5th, we have the card beginnings. So really, we've listened to our intuition at the beginning of the week, and now we're moving into a new chapter of our lives. Perhaps some of us are actually going to be having a house move, or starting a new job, or maybe getting into a new relationship. Some of us may have left a job, or maybe ended a relationship. But whichever way we fall into this kind of new beginnings, it's a new chapter, it's a fresh start, it's a full stop at the end of what has been, and it's like the wheel has turned and we're moving forwards. So even if we sometimes might feel a little bit challenged in the middle of the week, a little bit hypersensitive, which could be possible with that full moon energy, we have this new beginning, we have this fresh start, and it's about us keeping that faith and keeping positive about the new things and the new great things that are coming into our lives. And as we move on to the end of the week, which is the weekend, the card that comes up for us is romance. So really, if some of us are looking for love, it's, in the middle of the week we have intuition. So we're following our guidance system. We have new beginnings in the middle of the week, and then we could potentially meet somebody at the end of the week. This could also mean, if we are currently in a relationship, that it moves to a deeper level, that we build more trust, more security, more intimacy. Perhaps the spark has maybe drifted from a relationship, and we put that back in, so we keep that passion and that fire burning, the thing that bonded us together in the first place. So the card of romance has all of these meanings. It could also mean that we are finally ready to cut our cords from the past, primarily our past relationships. So many of us have been hurt from past relationships, and that can leave its mark upon us. But what this card is kind of asking of us is to say, if we want these new beginnings and we want to follow our hearts in that deep and meaningful way, then we may have to release the past in some way. I personally like to do this. I do this thing called cord cutting, where I just take my hand and run it over my body and cut my cords to the past. And we can do this on a regular basis. We can do this of an evening before we go to bed. It will never cut away the love we have or the love we've shared for people in our lives, but it will cut away kind of any of those unwanted cords, so that we can move on, so that we can move forwards. It could also mean that we give ourselves a lot of self-love at the end of the week. Perhaps we get a really long hot bath with some essential oils, be a bit more sensual with ourselves, and just give ourselves that TLC that we need. So this week looks like it's really positive, actually. We're following our intuition and our guidance at the start of the week. New fresh beginnings are on the horizon and a brand new chapter awaits us, and we have that passion and that romance at the end of the week to just bring the week around to a really nice close. So I hope that you've enjoyed the reading this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to order your own personal reading with me, then I will leave my website details in the description box down below this video. Until we speak again for our next week's oracle card reading, I'm sending you so much peace, love and joy. Lots of love, Alyssa.